Everyone, welcome back for the end of our world. I missed out the word A last episode. Let me try that one again. Immensidating? That's not a word. It's intimidating. Yes, but we have to start somewhere. I want to take a closer look at the tower to the southeast. Might be able to reach it from the edge of the trench. Crazy, huh? It's been one long ass journey, but I think we're finally getting there. We're finally traveling towards the end. And is this the end for Emmett as well? Are we gonna kill him off here? I think possibly. We made it onto this tower at least. Look at it. It's crazy. See look above? Like how gorgeous looking that is? Like I wanted that over the entire sea. Down here? Well, there definitely is something down there. Oh, I see, there's a door. Fucking door. Who would have thought? Let me in. The size of those doors. Wow. No, pixies myself. The Strife Zolga recognized. Welcome to the city of Amaranth. Will you be riding the lift? What? Did the building just welcome you? Perhaps it's not so passing strange. Did FFXIV not invite him to visit his abode? 'Tis plain thy coming was expected. And where will this lift be taking us? The lift services every level of Akada Heights, but presently configured to convey passengers directly to the ground floor. Well, there you have it. In absence of some few hundred yards of rope, we have little choice but to accept the offer. With emphasis on we, I'm not about to let you walk into that place alone. Okay. I wish to ride the lift, please. As you wish. The lift will arrive shortly. Oh, down we go. Brrr. Next stop, ground floor. Facilities include Bureau of Administrator, the Bureau of the Ancient, and the Capital. Wow, crazy. Is it all just empty? It's only a distance that you start to realize just how big the buildings truly are. Wow, what does the voice call the city? Aramont? Look over there. Is that person? No, my mistake. That's a giant. It doesn't seem to have noticed us yet. Giant or no, residents of this place may have much more to tell us. Say it's the first move. After you can't just... Ugh. Pray excuse my boldness, but might I ask you a few questions? Whoa. Oh, what adorable creatures you are. Children on an excursion. This district has much to teach you. How odd that sounded. How odd. That sounded like no language I've ever heard. Yet I understood every word. Just as he understood us. And which district is this exactly? You must be lost, poor things. You stand on the Prosal district, wherein lie the instructions of most vital to the management of our war. Was it before I skipped off? Can you tell us where to find Emmett Sluck? I see you've come to marvel at the workings of construction of the 14. Hardly surprising. I suppose the world would hold its breath as the final day draws near. The brightest minds race to implement their plans. Thou must understand that gaining an audience at this time will be next to impossible. You should hurry home now before your families begin to worry. Do you need me to walk you back? No, thank you. We'll be fine. Very well. Take care, little ones. Nothing but a spectre. A ghost. A ghoul. What was that all about? To my eyes, these people appeared as arcane entities. I suspect Emmett wove them from Aether, such as he reconstructed the rest of the city. The final days. I think he still intends on teaching us. Such words will left the oblivion described on the Arcean foe. A catastrophe of unpredicted scale, which did set in motion the summoning of Zodiac, and then trance Heidelin herself. But that happened centuries and centuries ago, didn't it? That man spoke as if we were rushing to avert a disaster here and now. Unless, for these people, the distant past is the here and now. I believe thou have the right of it, Master Alphino. The ethereal Amarut is... what exactly is an Amarot? As its radiance appears, phantoms of a different age. Emmett Huff resurrected a memory, a moment in time before the star was sundered. Like shattered. So we find ourselves in a long destroyed city inhabited by the long departed. An unusual situation to be sure, but at least we're able to parley with these arsons. In fact, they seem downright eager to chat. They say we use our advantage, split up, strike up some conversations, and see if we can't learn the location of our quarry. And while we're at it, it wouldn't hurt to find a fast food joint around here. Possibly Chinese, if I would. That's what I fancy. I had some Doman cuisine in a while. To mingling. Let's meet back here when our jaws start aching. Okay, let's get on our bike. Look at this place. It's fucking cool as shit, isn't it? It's rad. It's rad looking. Oh. Excuse me. Thank you. Sorry, I know this might not be a bike path. I don't really know my way around yet. I'm new to the city, you see. Oh look, they're the same size as me. Why are these ones the same size? Oh, gross. They're dealing with some blubs. But these guys are huge. Good gracious, child. Where is your family? You are so tall. You should not be alone at a time like this. Run along home quickly now. Have you not heard through yet confirmed to these lands across the sea? The terrible phenomenon affects our star. They are called the final days. I bet it's aliens. Tis said it starts suddenly, a catastrophist kneeling and beneath the earth, and second distorts all living things within earshot, then reaps us from control, our creation of magics. Once that happens, all is lost. Fear, pain, despair, every dread impulse is siphoned from our minds and gives substance for an eternal fall of a fiery rain. So what is this creature what is this stuff that's making this noise and destroying their land? Like, what is it exactly? The night and spawning nightmarish beasts. None can point to the source of this phenomenon. 'Tis as if the star itself has fallen ill, as if the force and incremental into life now festers and spreads. 'Tis only a matter of time until Aeronaut 2 resorts to that desiccant squall. Fucking hell. You should stay with your loved ones, child. Stay with them. What's so sad? Let's go this way first. Oh shit, there's another fucking Aetheryte down here. Sweet! There's a whole shop down here. Huh? Who the fuck lives down here? Yeah, look, see? Look, that Aetheryte is the same as the one at the top. That's cool. Hello. What place is this? Is this a bank or something? An audience with Emmett? I'm afraid you have the wrong office, little one. And besides, he will be far too busy to field questions and curious children. Surely you have been told of the looming catastrophe. Every resource available to our conviction must be spent upon ensuring that our world survives. They have yet made an official announcement, but it is said that the 14 are moving forward with the plan to secure credible propositions, one which promises to grant will to be the very star itself. Fucking hell, to grant will to the very star itself. I can't read words. It's so difficult. It's in a different color and it's made it harder. I don't think that's true. I just think I'm being more stupid than usual. They will invoke our mightiest spells of creation to birth an entity of all-encompassing magnificence, and they will rewrite the laws of existence. 'Tis a huge undertaking, and must be completed ere to the corruption spreads the star. Thus I say to you again, do not hold out hope of an audience. Man, shall we go attune first or what? Let's go attune. I'm interested to see who's the Bureau of Administrators gonna fucking sell this shit to me. It's crazy, isn't it? That there's like that they're like an entire civilization essentially. Which this is actually super interesting and super cool, okay? Because I've never really thought of the Ascians as anything other than like ghostly, like asshole people. You know what I mean? It is just these dudes. Hello. You sell shit. Look at this. You sell glacial greens and fishing. Of course you do. All makes sense. Like, I mean, it makes sense that, you know, that they once had like all of this stuff, I guess, right? But at the same time, it's kind of crazy because you've never really given it much thought before, like what the Ascian was, where the Ascian came from. Like, all I ever thought about the Ascians was like, well, they're the bad guy, right? They're the bad guy, not because they're trying to stop Hylian or whatever like that. It's because they're trying to kill us. They are trying to. We're fighting for peace, or so to speak. You could say. You could argue that we're the bad guys as well. But like, we're trying to fight for peace and like stability, right? We're trying to fight for the Gallians and stuff from our lands. Yet we never really thought about the Ascians. We kind of just assumed that they were like just bad guys that were trying to resurrect Zodiac, like some cultists that got some like magical power, right? Turns out they actually are these like ancient beings. Twould seem the hall is lost as to the most precious visitor this day. And what, pray tell, shall be the subject of our discussion, young one? Ah, the construction of the heading of the coming peril. Okay. 'Tis only natural, but that you should have questions. Shall we begin with the members themselves? As we all know, the 14 are the wisest and most prudent among us. They are stewards of honor and responsibility, of reasonable stewards of order and responsible for our decisions, which keeps the star turning season after season. Be it the speaker, La Habreha. Oh shit. Fucking Lehabreha. Or the emissary Lidibus. Each seat is occupied by a selected sage of suppressing intellect. Oh my lord. Longif Miltron. I don't know who Longrif or Miltron is. Do we know them? I feel like I've heard Miltron's name before, but I'm not sure where I've heard it from. It might just be another game or something. I can't place it in this game at all. That's the reason. Emmett Sluck and their individual titles have a gesture of respect and manner of tradition becomes synonymous with the incubants. Oh fucking hell! Thus, this is a great Thus it is. Fuck me. Jesus. Thus it is a great incubability, fucking hell, that I greet this recent rumor with a seat in the construction. It's soon to be left vacant. Convection. I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's proven true. I hope you guys are reading this as well, because me reading it is obviously just making this shit more confusing. I have to read it in my head and then read it aloud, and then when I read it aloud, the words are not correct. You know what I mean? If proven true, twould see that shit annoys me. Twould and shit. Twould be an unpredicted development and testament to the massive pressure under which our saviors are toiling. You're a fucking ancestor of fucking Oriana J, aren't you, you dickhead? In any event, I for one am confident that they shall deliver our star unto salvation. Great. Cool. Good to know. So the 14 Asians are 14 sages from here who have been selected by the people to make every decision for the city. So they're big old politician dudes, basically. Is that right? Have I got the right of that? Maybe, maybe not. Who the fuck knows? Alpha and Isaiah returned. No one else seems to be back yet. Not certain before. If it was not certain before, then I am now. The people of this city believe they face the end of the world. I cannot imagine what purpose compelled Emmett to recreate this ancient Amarot. And yet I fancy I hear his words. Okay. To echoing throughout the ocean trench. He would have his story known. Sweet. Skill speed, I guess. A greater purpose with an Aether current attached to it. Very nice. The same fucking rewards. Alright, sweet. A greater purpose next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am truly sorry about my dyslexic ass reading. Holy shit, it's so difficult to read aloud. I didn't think it'd be so hard. Anyway, thank you so much. Leave a like and a comment down below. It really helps.